They broke ground on this building 5 months after the NFL awarded a new team here to the city of Houston. And it's been the only home of the city's franchise ever since. Welcome, everyone, to Reliance Stadium. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're off and running from Houston. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot.
I'm one, right?
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Here's Brown again. Forward progress stops. Play winds up going for about 6. That's good for the first down. Fed him on back-to-back plays, Brock, and he's got them moving now on this opening series.
Yeah, he's not needed any time at all to find his groove and settle in. This should set the table for the rest of the day.
Throw left side, and Gesicki has it. And he's going to be driven across that sideline, picking up close to 5 on the play. It's 2nd down. 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw, Burrow. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. So a nice play there out of a guy who was instrumental in the win last week, Brock, putting together that 100-yard receiving game.
Were you as surprised as I was in our meeting last night when our just esteemed stat man Dan slid us the number? Surprisingly, I thought it would be more than 50-50 when you have a 100-yard receiver, but those are what the numbers tell you the last decade. And more than anything, you know this guy just wants the W.
And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
On 2nd down, Burrow going deep here for the end zone. And that's exactly what they needed to begin this game. Touchdown, Bengals!
Touchdown.
T. Higgins, his 3rd of the year. Finding themselves in the end zone right away here as we begin week 2, Brock. And they keep this up, they're going to find themselves with a 2-0 record as well.
And that's a good place, right? We know this in the annals of history in the NFL. Teams who begin the season 2-0, they want to make the playoffs right around 70% of the time. That's the way you want to start it.
Look at you dropping that.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. He's got a lane up past the 30. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Stroud off the play fake. Takes a hit on his first pass attempt of this game, and it doesn't get anywhere close. That's incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To the air, Stroud. catch for Nico Collins. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play, Brock. That's going to set them up with a first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
They'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. Down the sideline inside the 40. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston! And talk about responding right away, Brock. After losing in the opener last week, some immediate points here as they fight to get back to 500.
You kind of felt a sense of urgency, and I bet you there was some urgency on that practice field this week because, you know, you don't want to start 0-2. That urgency paid off on that drive.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Burrow to the air now. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. And Hit got there quickly.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Give on second, it's Brown. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Play made by E.J. Speed.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Beyond the marker. This one stopped. Play gains about 6 yards. And it'll be 1st down Bengals.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Burrow setting the throw. That's complete to Gesicki outright. And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory.
That's good tight coverage right there defensively, but even a better throw on the play. Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet. I say to you all the time, Kate, completions, completions, completions.
5 on the catch, 5 still to go on 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey, can. 11.
Going play action here, Burrow. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Oh boy, that play action nearly backfired right there, Brock. Took a little bit too much time to set it up and some quick thinking at the end there to get that throw away as the hit arrived.
Yeah, that's really well said because, you could feel sometimes the quarterback on drop back, the timing.
Yeah.
Play action, sometimes it gets a little hairy. That was pretty savvy of him to find an incompletion.
Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Texans take over as he records his 10th career INT. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Stroud off of play action. Little off centers, man. Just couldn't adjust to it. He was hoping to get it to Tank Dell there. And now it's 2nd down. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me that's always the start of a new battle. And the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right? You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
Working on 2nd down. Stroud. That's caught. Keenan Allen. And give him a fresh set of downs. That play goes for 10. Well, I think we all know, Brock, these guys are in for a challenge, trying to keep him contained, because what happened to him a week ago, as quiet as he was, that's not an easy thing to do.
No, it's not. And when you come off of a game like that in a practice week, you've got to get your best players involved. So while held in check a week ago, it'll be a different kind of challenge in this one.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from Reliant Stadium coming right up. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Texans in possession. They have it on 3rd and 5. Again, it's Gibson. Takes the tackle. They stop him after a gain of about 3. Leaves him looking at 4th down.
I don't mind that call at all, Kate. A little RPO there on 3rd down situation, but they went to the run, and they just couldn't get enough.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Offense is staying out there, and they're ready to go for it on 4th down.
Ready.
Stroud's going to throw for it. This is reeled in downfield by Schultz. Touchdown, Houston! Fairbairn now for the PAT. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41.
Here we go.
From the gun, a get to Brown. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Burrow. Oh, enveloped by the defense. They get him at the 32. Offense in a hurry up here.
10-yard loss on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. Finds a seam down the middle. And it's going to be 4th down. Great bid for the line. Almost got there, Brock, but just needed that last step or 2 to pay off. They did not.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They go play action with Stroud. Finds his fullback. And doing 6 on that play. That means it is 2nd down manageable.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Here's Gibson on 2nd down. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
To the air on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's not going to be able to get them to first. They stop him just shy of what they needed. An interesting call now coming up on 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the first down.
Stroud now on 4th down. This connects with Schultz. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs turning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
2nd down throw for Stroud. Well, he throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit him on the release anyway and break that up. 3rd down now after that incompletion. Here's Stroud now. Escapes the pocket. He's going for it himself. Leading out of bounds here. Looks like he gained 4 before that. And that gives Houston the 1st down. Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. Texans with the lead here in Reliance Stadium. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Stroud. And he's not going to get away. Pressure takes him down at the 19. Matt Milano. And that will make it 2nd and 17 to go.
At the 19-yard line.
Back to throw, Stroud. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Was hoping to get that one to Keenan Allen. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Throwing is Stroud. Has his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, a 19-yard score. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Connecting here as this one flies through. They now lead by 14 points.
Texans 21, Bengals 7.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Throwing is Burrow. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up 2nd down.
Will Anderson on the coverage.
Here we go.
Burrow back to throw. And he's going to go down here. Pressure gets him at the 23. Daniil Hunter. Matching last week's effort with that sack.
You get to hear defense coaches, Kate, talk about turnovers and sacks could come in bunches. This guy got after it a week ago, and he's not slowing down today.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. This is a heater going deep. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down. And I think we kind of all knew what was coming. That last sack kind of forced their hand. The best option to extend that drive is to just throw it deep and hope.
I think that's exactly...
Oh, and they fake it. Pass caught. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs.
The Bengals take over 1st
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
Looking to throw, Stroud. Setting up the screen here for Gibson. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now. Finds Gibson once more. Racing towards the corner, and he's across. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Send right down the middle and good. And the lead now 21.
Texans 28, Bengals 7.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive.
Here we go. Game 10. Game 10.
Burrow to the air now. Fits it through the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First and 10 here for Burrow. That last play giving him 8 completions on his 12 attempts. Looking to throw here. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. Looked like a first for a moment, but still a couple of inches left to go. Second down. Now a give. It's Brown headed right. He's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. They'll run again with Brown. Escapes the defender. They'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
On the pass now. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Darren Stingley Jr. There he goes, right sideline. At the 20. And he's going to score. Pick 6, touchdown, Houston.
And there in Kate, right there, that's some of the danger of playing with desperation. You can't get every point back with one play, and that quarterback, we just learned a valuable lesson. Not only can you get out every point back, you just gave up 6 of your own.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And that adds yet another to their lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. Good work so far. He's got room. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner he took matters in his own hands.
Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Running it again with Gibson. They get to him, he's hit, brought down after a gain of about 10. And that gives the Texans a first down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Texans first down. First and 10.
On play action, here's Stroud. Headed out right. Right side into the hands of Allen. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. And hit got there quickly.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. He's brought down. Play goes for, looks like about 11 yards. And that is a Texans first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run the toss for Gibson. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
The ball carrier
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
That's completed right side. And he gets home. Touchdown, Houston. Keenan Allen, 35 yards. Fairbairn now for the PAT.
Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
Lifted close, but he gets it to go. And they just keep adding to their lead.
Bengals 7. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball into the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Burrow setting the throw. Rushes right there as he releases it. He's nowhere near the target. Lucky to avoid a sack there, Brock. It is 2nd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Burrow on 2nd down. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this 3rd down. So 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Burrow setting up the play action. He's in trouble, not going to get away. They drop him at the 29.